Hello and welcome to the Screening Room. I'm John Tibbetts. Today I'm talking with Robert Preston, one of the stars of Blake Edwards' new film Victor Victoria, also starring Julie Andrews and James Garner. Now, you've worked with Blake Edwards before, of course. Now, I've heard that he brought you out of retirement. What is that all about? I don't think of you in retirement at all.
I don't think I ever thought of retirement. I dropped it as a sort of a joking way, and everybody who are in businesses that do retire picked up on it. But I'm very happy that I was at least semi-retired when Blake called me, so I was able to do what he wanted me to do. The role that he gave to me first in SOB was an offbeat role that I never would have received from anyone except Blake's hands. And then on that set, he told me the story of Victor Victoria that was fulminating at the time. And no one but Blake would cast me as a expatriate, gay cabaret entertainer in Paris in 1934.
That's right. You know, we think of the He-Man roles that you had so many of in the late 30s into the 40s. Ranchers and Mounties and
you name
foreign legionnaires,
sure.
Good heavens. This kind of role, is this the sort of thing that possibly Blake Edwards and you may be dealing with more in the future? Is there a direction here that we can see?
Not necessarily. We're not telling the story of Toddy's life, we're telling the story of Victor Victoria's life.
Although, let's talk about Toddy.
Oh, sure. But Toddy's part of the real world, and he's very happy with his part in the real world. But mostly, he's a wonderful part for an actor. And it's another facet to play, isn't it? I've done almost everything there is. I was going to say straight drama. I decided better on the word.
Hamlet at 15, for example.
But in the musical field also. Now, I'm not an entertainer. I've never been an entertainer. But it's fun to play one. Now I can say I was an entertainer. Olivier was never an entertainer. He played an entertainer. One of the great performances of the world.
The thing about Toddy, too, he is an entertainer, but he's also a very dignified man. Mm-hmm. He's not a man who lives in the straight world. He's accepted his life, and yet, in a very revealing scene, I believe it's to Julie Andrews, you say, "I have forgotten how to cry. Heavens, how I wish I could have it back again." Do you recall that exactly?
Sure,
That's
certainly.
very revealing.
Yes, but there are a lot of people in what we call the straight world who have forgotten how to cry, who would like to have that back again. So it's a human thing, and not a gay thing to say. Mm-hmm. And you've got to realize that we're not doing any propaganda, pro or con, these lifestyles. In my business, we've known both worlds all our lives. And we live with them and very comfortably. The same way that a lot of America wasn't able to live with the black community. We always have. And that's the actor's life. We're gypsies. And
which brings to mind Dark at the Top of the Stairs, in which you play a kind of a gypsy character, at least in your soul.
Yes, as a man that life had passed by. And he had to, at the age of, 40, 42, start to make a complete new life for himself.
And alas, Robert Preston, our time has passed us by.
Well,
Thank you so much. Victor Victoria, directed by Blake Edwards, and I'll see you next time in the Screening Room.